So just come in a comfortable cross-legged position and start to relax. All focus will be on the abdominals today, your core power. So first, let's just wipe the slate clean. Forget everything you've ever been told about yourself. Let go of any images, any image building processes, just set it aside. Hang up any hats, any titles, any agendas, any to-do lists, just let it all go for now. None of that exists here in the meditative state of mind. It's that safe place. And you can only stumble upon it through breathing and relaxation, focusing your attention into that higher state of awareness and consciousness. So bring your awareness within the body now. Really take your time on your inhales, thinking about the breath, the life force, the prana as it moves in through your nose and out your nose. Just trying to keep the mouth closed the entire practice, just best that you can. That way you're controlling the energy as it comes in and controlling the energy as it comes out. When you have your mouth open, energy is just spewing everywhere. So let's control it by harnessing it. That way you choose when you get tired, how much energy you bring to your life, your body, your poses, and knowing what to do with it once you have it. Learning how to heal yourself. So scan your body from head to toe now, looking for any tension, any holding patterns, and send your breath there to release it. Now let's activate our bandhas. Pull the pelvic wall up nice and strong and navel in towards the spine. Now notice how your tailbone automatically tucks under and the back of your neck automatically lengthens up through the crown of your head. So you're automatically sitting taller, lengthening your spine, giving more space to each vertebrae. Now remember to do this throughout your day, as often as you can remember. Pelvic wall up, navel in, spine long, shoulders down, relaxed, down the back. And now we're balancing the action with relaxation. Breath easily flows in and out. So you have a strong core, yet heart center is open, shoulders are relaxed, balancing your action with relaxation. This is your moving meditation. It can be done at any time of the day, walking, talking, eating, sitting. It's harnessing your power and keeping it throughout the day. Very gently bring the chin down towards the chest. Just pressing gently on the glands in your neck. And by pressing on these glands and breathing, combined with the strong two-part abdominal lock, instantly triggers your relaxation system. Repatterning your mind. So when life comes at you all chaotic, ground down, stay centered, bring your chin down to your chest, just to press the glands in the neck to instantly trigger that relaxed state of mind. Now let's take 3 collective breaths together. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, circle sweep arms, come all the way up, dynamically engage, reaching past the fingertips. And exhale, really press the palms together. Arms, shoulders strong, right to the center of the heart. 2 more, inhale. Reaching up, gathering up all the energy that you can. And exhale, harnessing it, centering it right here. Core center, solar plexus. Last one, making it count. And use this breath to last. Exhale, grounded. And let's come in to tabletop. So let's go ahead and start the practice. So knees are about hip width distance apart. Same with the hands. And we're just gonna move in to rounding up. And then rounding down. So whether you're on the in-breath or the out-breath, as long as you are breathing, your body does not move unless your breath allows it to. So it's always the breath first. Because we're moving from one opposite end of the spectrum to the other. Very quickly and very dynamically. And if you've calcified over time and you're not breathing through it, then what happens? So if you don't want to break or fall apart on the mat or off the mat, and learn how to breathe. Breathe with every movement that you make. Focusing your mind, body, breath, all in one direction. And give yourself time, patience to open up. We're becoming less solid and more fluid as we go. Okay, last round here. So you're gonna round your back. See if you can press the back of your spine up towards the sky a little bit more, as much as you can. Keep the back of your neck elongated. And now inhale. Right leg comes up long behind you. Straightening the arms. Coming down for your push-up. So bend your elbows. Keep them at right angles. And send your breath into your upward lifted leg. Press it back up. And exhale, tuck the knee in towards your third eye. Round your back here. Inhale, lengthen the leg, back up to long. Bend the elbows, come down for your push-up. Press back up. And exhale, same knee, same shoulder. So right knee, right shoulder. Engage your core. Now start to straighten your leg and just do the best that you can. Just going as parallel as you can, as good as that feels good to you. Bend the knee back in, send it nice and long, come down for your push-up, press back up, and twist. Other side, right knee, right elbow, and then see if you can straighten your leg again. Squeezing the core, and then see if you can lift your leg up. Good. Just lifting it best you can. And then send it back up, long behind you. And dip down for your push-up. Last one. Press back up. And other side. Inhale. Left leg extends long. Come down for your push-up. Press back up. And exhale. Bring knee in towards the third eye. Round like a beach ball. Pull the navel in. Inhale. Lengthen the leg. Back long. Come down for your push-up. Press back up. Left knee to left shoulder. And then straighten your leg. Just doing the best that you can. Really engage the core. Bring the knee back in. Send it long. And dip down. Press back up. Exhale, twist. See if you can straighten the leg, setting it on the ground or lifting it up. Just doing the best that you can. Doesn't have to look pretty, doesn't have to look right. And bring it back. It's only when you shrink, push up, shrink away from all image building processes and set the knee down, that you begin to discover the true prize of inner peace through the process. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press your chest back towards your thighs for upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha. All on the same page, yes? And now we're going to twist the dog. So walking the feet in just a little bit. So shortening your stance. You don't want your hands and feet to be too far from each other, just enough so you can reach the left hand to grip the outer edge of the right heel. Now send the right hip back, left hip forward, tailbone up to the sky, and bend your knees as much as you like. You don't have to have straight legs. Remember, down dog is not about flexibility. It's about conditioning and training and diagnosing your back, seeing how your back feels today. And switch sides. Right hand comes back to meet the left, or right hand comes back to meet the left outer edge. So now you're sending your left hip back, right hip forward, still pressing evenly down through both feet. Just allowing your back to open up, your head to hang as you breathe deep and free. You're still connecting to your core. Feeling what it feels like to have a strong core yet relaxed breath. Lungs are fully open. And release. Come back to downward facing dog, walking the feet back, pulling forward into high plank now. Now press back through your heels. Now knees can be up or down. You just want to stack your joints. So the secret to plank is stacking the joints. Wrists directly under elbows, directly under shoulders, all in one line. Tailbone is tucked under, pulling through the crown of your head, so you're pressing back through your heels and the crown of your head at the same time. Natural traction within the body. Bend the elbows, lower it down, and hover here. Chaturanga Dandasana. You are strong. You will gain strength in your wrists. Inhale. Roll over the tops of the toes. Open up the chest. Press the heart away from the heels. And use your core. Now engage your core dynamically to lift the hips back into your downward facing dog. And let's walk it out left and right. Alternating the heels down towards the mat. Bending your knees a lot. Remember, the more you bend your knees, the more of a stretch you'll get in your lower back. And notice that every day is different. So just seeing how your back feels today. If you find any tight spots, any pockets of tension, send your breath there. Good. And now let's walk the feet in, cross them, and lay down on your back. So here we are. We're going to take the ball, and place it on the knees. And just find a comfortable position here. If you're just starting this, maybe placing a folded blanket under your hips, just so that you will be comfortable on your lower back, because you don't want to hurt yourself. It's okay to be comfortable, because we're about to do some uncomfortable things. Squeeze the ball as best that you can, and then press your hands into the knees. Same time you're pressing your knees into your hands. Now tuck your tailbone under, nice and strong, navel in, down towards the spine. Shoulders are open and relaxed. Now you're breathing here and really making that connection to your core. Firing it up. So take a deep breath. And really press your knees and your hands together. I know this looks like a simple movement. We're just lying around. But it's amazing how many different things are going on all at the same time. You're firing up your core. You're also working your legs, pressing the knees into your hands, and pressing your hands into your knees. You gotta try it. It works the entire body without having to plank. Because for some people, planks are hard, yeah? Well, they were definitely hard for me, and it took a long time to get my knees lifted up off the ground. So just be patient with yourself and do this if you're not able to plank. And now let's just bring the knees over to the side. So keep the ball there. Shoulders remain facing towards the sky. And squeeze. So really squeeze the ball together. We're just going to lift up and down. Lifting up from the side obliques. Now having the ball helps because you're not going to put the pressure on your neck. You're going to put the pressure on your ball. Squeezing the ball to activate the side obliques to lift you up. Trying to maintain square shoulders towards the sky. So keep pressing down on the ball. Maybe press your right hand on top of the knee here to remind you to do that. Then you can really feel your side obliques working a little bit deeper. And just going at your own pace. If you like to count, if that makes you feel better, you can count and do a count. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. And remember, the slower you go, the more of a intense, mindful muscle tone I think you'll get. But some days I just want to zip through it and go fast, so forgive yourself for that as well. Every day is different. Some days you feel like you're on top of the world, and other days not so much. So just come into the other side, and we're just going to lift up and down on this side. And you can line up one hip over the other. And then press the top knee down into the palm. So letting go of any image building processes. Because I know when I first started in yoga, I always wondered, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? What am I supposed to be feeling here? And then you start comparing yourself to others. So it doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. It only matters how it feels to you and your own body. So listening to your body, closing your eyes, and focusing your awareness within so that it can raise you to that heightened state of consciousness and awareness and connect you to who you really are inside. Because that's all that matters, is how it matters to you. And nobody is a better teacher than your own body. So learning your body's cues, it will tell you when to push, when to pull back, and you want to play your edge, coming right where more is too much and less is not enough. And gently work the breath there. If you stick with it, you will grow. Whether you're on your chapter 1 or your chapter 20, as long as you are breathing, you are doing yoga. Yoga means uniting and bringing together to yoke, mind, body, breath, all moving same direction towards one goal. Focused attention, awareness, single point, one object. And slowly release, come back to center. Set the ball aside. We're going to move into 3-point plank now. So we're going to flip over. So cross the feet. We're going to roll up, set the hands, and then step the feet back. Downward facing dog. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Now inhale, right leg comes up high. Lengthen all the way through, so press past the toes so you can dynamically activate every muscle in this leg. You're going to send your breath through your upward foot. So this foot up here will keep you balanced. Pull forward into plank, keeping the leg lifted. Now bend the elbows, lower it down. Hover here, halfway. You are strong. You can do this. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really lift your thighs up off the mat. This will help to protect your lower back. You don't want to collapse in your lower back and injure yourself. Use your core to pull your hips back into downward facing dog. Other side, inhale. Left leg reaches up long behind you. Stretching past the toes, lengthening. Press evenly down through both hands. Pull in your core as you pull forward. Lower it down. Bend the elbows, hover halfway here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the ground away. Heart away from the heel. And exhale, use your core to pull your hips back into downward facing dog. Walk it out left and right. Press it back into your hips. searching for any kinks or pockets of tension and breathing into it. Good. And now pulling forward into plank here. We're going to widen our stance just a little bit. Plant the left hand and inhale. Right arm comes up to the side. So now you're onto the sides of your feet and you want to press down through the heels. So activate your feet nice and strong. Now lift up, send your breath through your upper hand. That way you're not sinking down into your joints. You're lifting up and out of them. Here we roll. Bring the arm down through, coming up onto the toes, and then send it back up to the sky. So we're rolling from side to side. Reach it down through, and send it back up. So when you do that, you're coming onto your toes, and then send it back up. Now other side, now right hand comes down. You can do this, coming onto the other sides of the feet, pressing back through the heels, lift up through the crown of the head, and send your breath through your upward extended fingertips, through the fingertips, reaching for that helping hand up there. Spine nice and long, and breathe the arm down, through and under. Come up on the toes. Inhale up to the sides of the feet again, lifting up, and exhale, up on the toes. Reach down through and under. Good. Last one here. Reaching down through and under. Good. And release. Bring the knees wide, hips back to heels for child's pose. Now child's pose is always here for you. If you can, take down dog as your resting pose if you're more advanced. But remember, child's pose is always available. You can take a moment to regain your breath. Where you learn to practice how to breathe slow. In through the nose and out through the nose, resisting that urge to pant it out. That way you can continue to harness your energy and get ready for the rest. So here we go. Just going to cross the feet here. Send them out towards the front. Taking the ball now. Place between the shins, just right above the ankles. Point the toes straight up to the sky. Now bring your arms along to the sides, and if you are just beginning, you can roll them underneath your hips just as a better anchor for you too, helping to protect your lower back if you're still learning how to connect here. So pull the core in, nice and strong, relax the chest, inhale. Exhale, just lower your legs just a little bit here. Now the most important thing is flattening your lower back down to the mat. And press past through the toes. Squeeze the ball as best you can. Lower them down just a little bit further. Now do you still have your back flattened down to the mat? If not, then you can lift your legs up a little bit more. We're activating all the tiny muscles, not only in the core area, but around the base of the pelvic area, the base of your spine, your sacrum. So really press your lower back down into the mat. Lift your legs up as much as you need to in order to make that happen. One more deep breath here. Flatten your back. This is your last chance. And bring the knees in towards the chest. Good. Now we're going to rock and roll up to sitting. And readjust the ball between the ankles. Hands behind you. Now if this is a little too difficult, you can come onto your forearms. But what we're going to do is just extend the legs and bring them in. Extend, really squeeze the ball and bring them in. Extend and in. And one more straight leg. And now twist to the right. Now it's okay if you lose your ball. Happens all the time. And bring it back in. Really get into the side obliques. And we're just going to do one more round each side here before the pulse. So really extend, knees in, left side. Now stop when you're at your right side. Stop it here on the elbows or hands. We're just going to pulse it up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, center, other side. Just rolling to the left. Pulsing it here. 10, 9, squeeze the ball. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the ball in. Set it aside. Legs long. Arms above the head. Now pull the belly nice and high. Just letting every muscle in your abdominal region relax. So just letting it all relax for a moment. Going from 100% everything that is to 100% everything that this isn't. Relax. Giving your muscles time to absorb that. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to rock and roll again. So coming up to sitting, you're going to cross the right foot over the left. And once you have them crossed, squeeze your inner thighs together, nice and strong. So tuck the tailbone under, squeeze through the center line. So really squeeze, you're squeezing your ankles, squeezing your feet, squeezing your knees, squeezing the inner thighs. That's your anchor right there. Nothing can move you. And press the backs of your legs down into the mat. Taking the ball now. We're going to roll it all the way down. Anchor the legs nice and strong, coming into the sit-up. Inhale. And as you exhale, use the exhale to propel you forward and up, reaching past the right foot, the right leg, reaching past into your twist. Really feel the stretch along the psoas muscle all the way up. The leg and the lower back. Lowering all the way down and breathing past the right foot. Rolling it back down. That was number 2. Reaching past. And going at your own pace. We do it 5 times each side. That was number 3. But if you do 1, that is plenty. And if you're not into doing the sit-ups just yet, that's okay. Just get up there any way that you can. And switch feet. Right foot comes down, left foot over. Reposition your hips so they're nice, evenly anchored. Squeeze the ankles, squeeze the knees, squeeze the inner thighs in towards the midline. And roll it down. Reaching the arms all the way above the head. And using your exhale to propel you up and forward. I wasn't able to do sit-ups for a long time until I learned how to use the exhale to get me up there. So I spent many months being completely embarrassed in class, watching all these other people flawlessly moving. And inspired me to teach so that I can show you that you do not have to be flawlessly perfect. There is no such thing. Letting go of all of those image building processes. Learning the power of the breath. Because I'm not doing this on my own. I'm using something from the air, out of thin air. And release. All done with that. Now, crossing the feet again. We're just going to roll forward, downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Now inhale, come up high onto your tippy toes, walking the feet in. Now continue to just walk the feet in as good as feels good for you, especially if you're working with tight hamstrings. And come up high, rocking back and forth from tippy toes to heels. Now flatten your hands, spread the fingertips wide. If you're a yogi, you know where this is going into handstand, but I can't see all of you, thousands of viewers out there to guide you, so this is as far as we're gonna go. I don't want anyone to fall on their heads. So lift, right leg up, press the left heel down, and you want to keep lifting as much as you can, trying to keep the joints stacked in line, and switch. So right foot down and left leg nice and high, trying to keep the torso over the hands, just stacking the joints, just under shoulders, under hips, and down. Walking the feet back now, coming down onto your forearms, and just placing the hands flat here for dolphin. So press back through your heels, tuck the tailbone under, pull forward through the crown of your head, back through your heels, and walk my feet in a little bit. You can stack the elbows right underneath the shoulders and lift up and out of the joints, out of the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades away from each other, spiral them down your back, elongate the back of your neck, pulling up through the crown of your head. And now side plank, open up to the side here, reaching up, and then continue to send your arm back behind you, opening up the chest. And release. Other side, down on the right forearm, rolling it open, and then opening it all the way up, reaching the fingertips back behind you. Lift the hips up, and come back to center. Down on the knees, crossing the feet, rolling it back. Now the last is twisted boat, Navasana. So find a comfortable place so that you can evenly ground both sit bones down and lean back just a little bit. You have the ball to the hands. You're just going to squeeze the ball here. Now lift up through the crown of your head as far as you can to give more length and space through each vertebrae. And we're just going to extend the right leg, twisting right elbow taps down, and switch. Really engage your core. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. The slower you go, the harder it is. You're incorporating so many more muscles along your infrastructure. All those supportive, tiny little muscles that holds the skeleton, the bones in place. Strengthening and toning them as you squeeze the ball, really pressing through the toe and using your core to make these moves happen. Just one more round here. Each side. And release. Set the ball aside. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll the shoulders down. Facing forward now. We're going to rinse the spine out just one more time. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up. Just to give more length and space in your spine. Exhale to twist. And just use whatever's available to you to ground both sit bones down. Lengthening through the crown. And twisting every vertebrae from the sacrum all the way to the top by looking in the opposite direction. and release. Coming back to center. Inhale, reaching up nice and long, and exhale. Just one more final spinal rinse. Stretching out your corset, wringing it out gently with the breath, and coming back to center. Now placing one hand on your heart, one hand on the belly. When your blood is flowing at its peak, the heart rate is going, it's pumping energy. This is your fire, your Agni, your heat that you made happen, that you created within your body. What are we going to do with it? We're going to use that. Keep the breath contained in through the nose and out through the nose. You're circling the energy round and round and using that fire to burn up any rubbish that doesn't belong in the body. And when you're so focused on your breath, it doesn't give your mind a chance to come in and sabotage you, does it? There's no room for that. No non-truths to fool you into believing what's not true. So not only are we burning up rubbish in the body, we're burning up rubbish in the mind. Now switch. Other hand to the belly. This time bring the other palm to the third eye. This is the last of the breaths here. Your energy is already starting to wind down. Relaxing the mind. Letting yourself know that it's okay. Letting go of all images of what you think it's supposed to be. And just letting it be. And release. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale, circle, sweep up. Exhale to the heart center. Cleansing breath in all the way up and around. And center. Last one here. Letting go of whatever's left there. Just letting it go. And center. Thumbs up to your third eye center now. And setting your intention here. What is the source driving your motivation? What do you want to bring to the world most today? And maybe it's dedicating this practice to someone or something special in your life, whatever that may be. Let's breathe life into that intention. Inhale, pressing the palms up, out and away. Dynamic arms, exhaling full circle, coming right back to you. 2 more. Inhale, sending out your light and love all the way, coming right back to you. Last one. Circling it out, bring it around, coming right back to where we all began. Thumbs up to third eye center one more time. Oh, I'm so glad and delighted that you have found this, that you are here and that we are on this journey together. May your weekend be as fantastic, your Cinco de Mayo, as you are. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste. Woohoo, you did it! You did it! Give yourself a hand. Aloha! Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. You made it through that sequence. So it can be as hard or as easy as you like. Yes. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. Are you glad you did yoga today? Yoga and Pilates? Yes. Oh, this is your last chance to share. So please, if you loved it, share it. If you like it, share it. Both. It's our chance to connect with everyone in the world. And it's so good to see you all here. Yes, we need all the help we can get to break that generational curse of hate, anger, greed, and jealousy. So please don't give up on yourself. I will never give up on you. So glad to be here with you. So delighted. This is a gift, isn't it? And I want to share it with as many people as I know. So if you know anyone who could use this, yoga, meditation, Pilates, my favorite, share away. Please feel free to share away. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Monday for another dynamic flow. This is Elaina for Fit.live. Mahalo. Namaste. Aloha!